guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought that today I'd do an affordable / drugstore makeup tutorial for you using some old products I have, some new products I have, products I love, products I've never tried. I usually use a nice mix up of slightly more expensive high-end items and then the more affordable drugstore items, but today I thought I would get out a whole bunch of different products and play around and create a fun look. So I'm going to start off with some lip balm. I love the Eucerin Aquaphor. It's a soothing kind of all over skin balm. It's fantastic as a nice nourishing lip balm. I like it, I really do. It's a very good lip balm, but I think that the Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream is much better. And I'm trying to not go out and buy something when I've still got product, so I'm finishing this up and then I will be repurchasing my 8-hour cream for sure. So I'm going to start with my eyes today. I'm going to go for something nice, a little bit dark and smoky. So to start with I'm using the Wet n Wild Photofocus eyeshadow primer. It's actually really good for me to get back into some of my old products, because ever since I bought the Urban Decay primer potion, that's all I've been reaching for. So this way I can actually go back to using an old favorite. To go in with one of my two new babies. I've recently got the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes. I got two reloaded palettes. I got the Iconic Division, which is unopenable. These beautiful, there's only two shimmers I think in the whole palette, yes, except for that white. It's a, is that shimmer? Yeah. That's a duochrome. I didn't even know that. Not sure if you can see this. Can you see that pinky sheen on there? That's actually really pretty. It honestly does not look like anything in that palette. It looks like a white eyeshadow. Okay, there are 3 shimmers in here. The rest are matte, and I really, really love this mustardy color, the really lovely warm orange, and then these kind of greeny, gray shades. I really like them. They're colors I don't actually have anywhere else in my collection, so I'm really, really keen to play around with them. I might just use some of the warmer tones there, and then I have the Velvet Rose, and as far as I know, apparently I can only open these with one side. As far as I know, this is their most recent one. I really love it. As you can see, I've been reaching for it a lot. This kind of metallic brown shade here is amazing. I love that warm brown there. In fact, I think that's my most used shade in the whole palette. So far, I've really been enjoying this. So I'm going to try and reach for the other one, but I can really tell you I'm going to be going into here a lot. So let's see. Also, another thing about this, I've been playing around with the Velvet Rose, and I am so impressed with how pigmented the matte shadows come on and how little fallout there is. Very, very impressed. I'm going to take this bottom shade here from the Iconic Division next to the mustard color. It's like a kind of pumpkin orange, if that makes sense. And I'm going to take that in the crease. I really, really like doing my eyes first. Not even putting primer on, I just have my skincare on. And then I can easily wipe away any little oopsies. This shade is actually very nice. It's the first time I'm using it. I hadn't even swatched it yet. You can see, because I know I'm going to be wiping it away, you can see how messy I am being there in my outer corner. Like, I really am not worried at all. In the Velvet Rose palette, I think it might actually be this palette for the rest of the time. This kind of medium toned brown. I'm going to pop that on just a little lower of where the orange started because it's a little bit darker. Next up, I'm going to take this warm reddish brown on a slightly smaller blending brush, and I'm going to go even slightly lower down than the last one and just go all over the lid now with this. So I am done with the super dark warm reddish color, and I'm gonna go, I don't have to bounce between palettes, I'm choosing to. I could very easily use this orangey shade there. I just prefer the tone of this one. If you see the difference, it's got more of like a pumpkin orange to it. So I'm going to go back into there and just blend out the edges and make sure everything is seamless. I'm going to go into the shade that I've been loving here, this beautiful warm kind of bronzy. It's very, very pretty. I'm going to take that just over the lid. Just take a wet wipe or a face wipe. I literally just use Pampers baby wipes. I use Pampers specifically because they have this closure. It means nothing dries out. I usually go for the sensitive ones. That wet wipe did kind of remove a bit of the moisture I had obviously on my skin, so I'm going to just take some of my eye cream. I've been using the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Eye Awakening Gel Cream, and I've been really enjoying this for daytime or if I'm wearing makeup because it hydrates the skin, but it sits beautifully under makeup. I am going to take some of my Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. And just dot this all over my face. This is very high in glycerin, so it really does work well to hold on to your makeup. And it's also nice and hydrating, so I love using it at this time of year. So, because it is winter, I obviously want to keep hydration as key, and I'm trying to keep as much glow in my skin. So I'm going to take my Catrice Light Correcting Serum Primer. Next up, I have a product that I love, I use, and I have repurchased many bottles of, and I have a product I've never tried. I use the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. The stuff is amazing. I love it. It's one of the closest sort of dupes for the Estee Lauder Double Wear, although there is not a single dupe on the planet for that. It's one of the closest foundations I've found that gives me the kind of coverage, the kind of finish, the kind of wear that the Estee Lauder Double Wear does. Obviously it's not as long wearing, it's not as full coverage, but it's pretty damn close. And it's much more affordable at 145 rand a bottle. However, this is my self-tan shade. It's the shade 030 Sand Beige. I usually use 010. I went to 2 Dis-Chems to find it. They did not have stock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it in with the Essence Makeup Lightening drops. I've never tried these. The foundation that came out at the same time as this, that came in the tiny little squeezy bottle, I did not like. I detested. I found that it would be great for dry skins, which therefore it should not really be marketed as matte, because I didn't find it matte and I did not find it worked with my combo skin. It claimed to be very full coverage. I needed at least 2 layers to get it to full coverage, and I had to use a lot of product to get it there. I really did not enjoy it. So fingers crossed I get on better with the lightning drops. But the finish is not what it usually is, and I don't know if it's the Essence Lightning drops that is. It's almost like they've made it much more matte, which I'm not a fan of. It looks much more matte. This is not the finish this foundation usually gives me. I wouldn't be too unhappy about that in summer, when I obviously don't want all the oils coming through because I am combo skin, but in winter I'm a little unsure. Can you see how matte it is? Even with that light correcting primer underneath, it's very, it almost looks slightly chalky. I don't know if it's coming through on camera or if it's just in real life. It's very matte. I'm going in with the Catrice Liquid Camouflage in the shade 020 Light Beige. And then I'm going to go in with my Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I love this. I've mentioned that I love it many times. This is my second one this year that I'm almost finished. And then I'm going to set the rest of my face, although I kind of don't feel like I need it now with that, with my, once again, Wet n Wild Photofocus pressed powder. Now I'm going to go in with my new baby, my new love, from the brand that did actually kind of let me down a little bit today, but with the Essence Hey Cheeks palette. I'm pretty sure you've seen this palette everywhere. A lot of my blogging buddies actually influenced me to buy this. So as you can see, you get a highlighter, which is very nice, 3 shades of blush. This is amazing for every day. I sometimes mix it with the orange shade because it's kind of shimmery, and this is a beautiful nighttime blush, matte bronzer, and a glowy bronzer. What I like about this palette, I can use this to do all of my face. I can even do my eyes with this, so it's a nice multitasker. And I'm going to just use the matte bronzer and put some life back into my cheeks, because I really did add too much of those lightning drops. I do feel that this bronzer is a little too warm, so if you are someone that doesn't like a very warm bronzer, or bronzers do pull very warm naturally on you, maybe try and swatch it instead of just buying. It's also not going to be suitable for all skin types or skin tones because it is quite fair. I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. As you can see, 3 bronze slash contour shades, a kind of soft sheeny bronzer, very, very bright highlighter, a kind of, it looks almost shimmery, but I actually brush this over my whole face some days when it's looking a little too matte, which is one of my tricks I'm going to try now. Banana powder, which is actually surprisingly okay for me when I'm a little bit more tanned, and then just a regular kind of setting powder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one here, it's almost like a satin finish, and I'm going to take that with my powder brush I'm not going to rub, I'm going to just pat it in, and it gives a little bit of the glow back to your skin. Okay, so now that I've got a little bit more glow in my face, I'm going to take mixture of these two, I think, today. The slightly warmer, darker one and the slightly cooler, lighter one. I'm going to just mix them up a little bit. Repurchased the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil, and I have the shade Soft Brown. It's very, very, very thin. You can see, there we go. It comes with a spoolie on one end and a lid on the other, and it's a very, very fine tipped brow pencil. And it comes in a lot of different shades. I really like the fact that they've got extensive shade range. I'm going to set those with a little bit of the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Filler. I have the shade Soft Brown. Now I have a whole tutorial on how to use this up on my highlights tab on my Instagram page. The wand is a little bit tricky because, as you can see, it's flat on one side and has bristles on the other, and it overloads on product. I always wipe off the excess product and make sure there's very little product on it. Going back into my Essence Hey Cheeks palette, and I'm going to mix these two together. I'm going to finish up my eyes before I even get started on highlighter or lips. So let's finish the eyes. The Essence I Love Extreme Volume Mascara. If you love a volumizing mascara, you really must try this. It's excellent. It's really good. It comes with a very big densely packed brush, which for me, since I'm only using it on my bottom lashes, is not ideal, but if you're careful, no problem. I am going to put my face now. Lined my lips with the Catrice Lip Foundation Pencil in the shade 030, Addicted to Cafe au Lait. Very much loved and overused. And then I'm going to go in with my ColourPop, I think it's an Ultra Satin formula, because I don't really keep the mattes in the shade Aquarius, which was a collaboration with Kathleen Lights. I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder. I have the shade Precious Petals. I'm going to set everything in place with my Bionic Babe Set It Babe setting spray. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you don't want to miss out any tutorials or any vlogs that I have coming up, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video.